We are back. What's right? We are back to the Race and Ethnic Relations on Campus podcast show. I am Dr. B. Welcome back. This is show number 36. That's right, show number 36. It's entitled College Students. What to expect from academia in 2020 and 2021. That's right. This is going straight to college students. What to expect from academia in 2020 and 2021. We are moving right along in our Race and Ethnic Relations on Campus podcast show. It is July 7th, approximately a month and a half after the tragic event happening to George Floyd. And I did a show back in May and another one in June. And now we're in July. And all colleges and universities across the United States are preparing for their academic year 2020-2021. And guess what's happening now? At a majority, and I'm just saying this, a majority of colleges and universities across the United States, guess what's happening now? They're preparing, they're developing, they're implementing special courses, seminars, conferences, webinars, online discussions to address the issues that happened this summer. Wow. That's what's happening across the United States now. And I want to dedicate this show to some of the potential things that are happening, which are very good. Yet, I'm going to say, a wait and see moment. About these new initiatives coming in 2020, 2021 for all college students across these United States. So there you go. That's the setup. I want to thank our sponsors. Podbean, thank you, Podbean. I want to thank Google Play, iTunes, Apple Podcasts. I want to thank YouTube. I want to thank iHeartRadio. And of course, I want to thank my 2018 book publisher, ABC Clio, for continuing to push my book out there in so many new markets. Because again, Race and Ethnic Relations on Campus, Understanding Empowerment and Solutions for College Students, addresses some of the basic critical issues that we are talking about, particularly this spring, summer, but how each and every one of these issues will be implemented in various forms at colleges and universities in 2020 and 2021. There you go. Yes, it's happening now. So thank you, sponsors. Thank you for all those colleagues and networks who have taken special time to listen to my personal podcast. Again, these are personal podcast shows. These are from Dr. B. And another avenue to extend some of the thoughts and perspectives and hopefully insight to some of these critical race and ethnic relations issues that are happening in our country as of 2020. And I'm particularly concerned how it is affecting our communities of color and our college students. Yes, I've been in academia for 30-some years, and things change every 5 years in academia with regards to our student populations. And now I see there's going to be a wave coming up for the 2020 and 2021 academic year, even with the situations that are happening because of our college and universities making the adjustments to COVID-19, and students coming back on campus, ready to come back on campus in some form or fashion. Yet one of the driving issues that will be a priority to address are issues of race and ethnic relations. Hello! Something that I've been talking about for quite some time, but now colleges and universities, and I do mean all colleges and universities, particularly mainstream colleges and universities, have to address, and I'm not talking about the administrators, I'm talking about faculty, staff, students. And now we're going to see a wait and see, but we're going to see action in some form or fashion. That's right, action from our colleges and universities across the United States. And I want to hear eventually I want to hear what the initiatives are from each and every college and university that is listening to my podcast. But for right now, it's the summertime. I'm giving you a kind of like a heads up because there's going to be all different types of programming that will be highlighted for, under the term diversity, under the term of race relations, under the term of equity, under the term of new initiatives, of minority initiatives, all these new, and here's what's, they're coming in various forms, in all different formats. And let me just say this, Dr. B says it right up front, this is good. This is a good thing. This is a great thing. The response that I'm hearing from my colleagues across the United States, this is a good thing. That many small colleges, medium-sized colleges, large universities are bringing their folks together. They're brainstorming. They're developing committees, new committees. Wow. New committee. But new programming. Even when we are still doing virtual meetings, now we will have these new initiatives, new programming, new teaching opportunities for so many new folks who have not been a part of the network or not a part of the discussion. Now, college students of all walks of life, particularly the freshman college students who are coming to the new campuses from their communities, from their high schools across the United States, going to their particular college and university, and finding out their college and university is developing something perhaps new, talking about addressing race relations, race and ethnic relations, not just on their campus, but across America. What are the major issues? Wow. And it's just not happening in ethnic studies programs or black studies programs or minority study programs. It's going to expand out to the main programming at your college and university. So get ready, college students, freshmen in particular. You're going to be immersed into hopefully some new dialogue happening at your college and university. Hopefully a new narrative at your college and university. Hopefully new comments from folks who have not been heard at your college and university. And hopefully a change, some action, not just rhetoric again and again in another program, but action happening at your college, university in 2020 and 2021. Yes, it is happening now. It's time to wake up. Colleges and universities too. Not just America, but colleges and universities. Because no longer is this a black issue, a Latino issue, an Asian American issue, a Native issue. It's an issue for all college students. Hello. This is an issue for all college students. So, what do you expect? What can we expect from academia in 2020 and 2021? First, the administration must follow through on their initial statements. Oh my God, on their initial statements after the George Floyd tragic death. They must follow through on their statements. And what I mean by follow through, that is showing some action behind their statements. And and like I said in the last show, it's interesting how every program committee department made a statement. But statements are fine on one hand, but it's all about action in 2020 and 21. It's about action. And colleges and universities can do that. There's enough programming at a wide array of colleges and universities. There's enough programming where there's enough funding, enough money to initiate, to highlight, to put in action a particular program. At for the most part, almost any small college, middle range college, large college, small university, middle range university, large university. Put it in action now. And I would encourage it not coming from just, like I said, from diversity offices, equity offices, ethnic studies offices, departments. It should come from the main administration offices, departments. Hello. To show that your statements are followed by action. That's right. Students want to see action. Particularly these new students, these freshmen, these younger students at your colleges and university. They're a different generation. Their values, their beliefs are a bit different than the older students. And they're committed to equity. Hello. Inclusion. Hello. Diversity. Hello. So it's not, and now it's time for action. That's right. It's time for action. Your student base, your new student base will be expecting action. And that means, guess what, administrators, guess what, faculty, guess what, staff, you're more accountable. You are more accountable. All of us are more accountable for delivering content, curriculum content, programming that meets the needs of our student population. No matter how diverse it is or how lack of diverse it is, our mission, and I say our because I'm part of academia, our mission is to provide our student population with not just the content, the intellectual content, but the skills. Here we go. The skills to live in a real world. And those skills, one of the skills is addressing and empowering students today with skills to improve their race and ethnic relations abilities. Because right now, let me just say this, they more than likely do not have it. Again, I'll say that. More than likely, they do not have. That's the reason why they come to your college and university. So I'm talking to the top administrators right now. You have to develop new initiatives, programming in 2020 and 2021 that meets the needs of your student population, and not just for one academic year. It has to be continuing. It has to be institutionalized. Institutionalizing new race and ethnic relations initiatives at your college and university. Did I say that? Yes, Dr. B said that. There's going to be, for college students, get ready. And this will see, you can challenge, this is straight for my college students out there, all the college students. You can actually challenge your particular college and university to find out if your college and university will continue their new initiatives in 2020, 2021. Are they going to sustain these initiatives in 2020 and 2021? It's one thing to develop things because you know it's going to happen. And like I said, it's going to happen. But it's another thing to sustain it, particularly for the incoming freshmen. They need to see a commitment from their college and university for their time there, for their 4, 5, 6 years there. How will you sustain these new race and ethnic relations programming, conferences, seminars, online sessions? Hello. And that means everyone must be involved. Not just a certain segment of your administrators and faculty and staff, but everybody should be involved. So again, it's about following through I'm just saying, following through on everyone's politically correct statement with action. And action is really what it's all about nowadays. There's no going back. There's no denial. We need to address racism front and center, discrimination front and center, segregation front and center. There's no other time to address these issues than now. And yes, this is a race issue. You can't get around it. And again, that's the reason why I felt as a part of academia that this was an issue fully being avoided, overlooked in many of my classes and amongst my colleagues and at my university. And not just here, but elsewhere too. So that's the reason why I felt compelled to break down the basic issues of race and ethnic relations. And you have to break these issues down to their core. Not lip service, but to its core. And have as many people involved in the discussion, particularly students who are of non-color, who come from different communities, predominantly white communities, who have not been exposed to the diversity. And that's where your target market is. And that's also where potential new initiatives and potential new funding, potential new support can come from. Because once, and here's my biased perspective, here's Dr. B's biased perspective, once you truly get students who are not of color, non-minority students, white students involved, and they're very passionate, you will get, guess what? New streams of money, new streams of initiatives, a groundswell of support for these initiatives that you're developing just for 2020 and 2021. Because everyone's going to try to cover themselves. Here's what Dr. B saying this. Everyone, you're going to see so many new programming. Oh, it's going to, and universities and colleges love to put it on their website. So look what we're doing in 2020 and 2021. So it make them feel warm and fuzzy. That's a good thing. But again, it's all about action. It's all about sustainability. It's all about our mission in academia to try to be ahead, not follow, not be reacting. And unfortunately, academia has been reacting to real life issues. And here's my biased perspective. That's the reason why, unfortunately, over the past 20 years, 10 of 20 years, particularly the past 5 years, we have been graduating a lot of students who are not prepared for the real world. Let me say that again. Our institutions have not properly, and this is my own biased perspective, have not properly prepared our college students for the real world. Yes, they're intellectually gifted, advanced. However, not adjusted to the real world. Now, we are on call. We, and I say we, academia, are accountable for graduating. We're all about graduating numbers, getting them in, getting them out, 4 years, But we are much more accountable now for graduating college students with their intellectual expertise. But more importantly, here goes the check marks. More importantly, with proper skills to handle real life situations such as racism, such as discrimination, such as race relations. Hello. We can no longer graduate our students with blinders, even though they come in, they can graduate to the highest level, but many of them, unfortunately, and I've seen this, not at this university, but at other universities, with blinders on. thinking that the world is at their beck and call and everyone is living a peaceful environment. It's not that way. Unfortunately, we are accountable, developing, providing students with adult skills, real life skills, not just intellect. And so this is a wake-up call for colleges and universities to be much more accountable and to show action, follow through. And I would like to hear from college students across the United States over this upcoming 2020-21 and share with me the new initiatives that are happening at your college and university that are very focused on race and ethnic relations. What are the strategies? This is how I would like to learn from each and every one of you, and for you to share the new initiatives. Because many times we stay in this vacuum, we stay in our silos. But now, college students, you can change your environment. You can change your institution. And yes, the institutions need to be accountable, need to show action, need to show sustainability of these new initiatives. That is one of the unfortunate outcomes from, again, the tragic death from George Floyd and many others, by the way, many others who have lost their life because of their race. That's right, because of their race. That is plain and simple. We need to go there now in 2020 and 2021, and even more so in the future. So this show number 36, college students, what to expect from academia in 2020 and 2021. Get ready. It's going to happen in some form or fashion. And take it all in. Make your college and university accountable. Continue to show action. Participate. Get others who do not look like you participate. And sustain it at your college and university for your entire stay there. Your cultural and your college enrichment. So there you go. That helps. I think it's time to put colleges and universities on to be accountable and on a clock to show action. It's time. It's more than time. It's the right time. So there you go. That's my perspective. Please email me at ejb678@gmail.com. That's ejb678@gmail. You can email me also at baileye.ecu.edu. And I want to thank all our sponsors again. I want to thank Podbean for continuing to give us this platform to share my own personal podcast. These are my personal podcasts, not my affiliated with any university or my class, but my own personal podcast. Thank Google Play, iTunes. I also want to thank Spotify. Thank you, Spotify. Thank you, YouTube. Thank you, YouTube. And of course, thank you, iHeartRadio. iHeartRadio. And again, it's still a challenging summer. We're getting through it. Things are getting back up to speed. And to me, most colleges and universities are more than ready to get back up to speed. So I'm looking forward to it, and I want to hear from each and every one of you. So thank you for your time, and just stay focused, cause guess what? Times are changing. Times are changing, and just make places accountable. Thank you for your time. This is Dr. B. Peace out. We out.